It is time for some motivation on Monday. It's Marina Gabor here, and our quote for today is by Tim Fargo, and he says, "Who you are tomorrow begins with what you do today." Who you are tomorrow begins with what you do today. Remember when you were growing up and you had relatives that would come and visit, but they wouldn't come visit very often. So perhaps it was 6 months or a year since they had last seen you. And the first words out of their mouth were, "Oh my goodness, look how much you've grown. Look how much you've grown." Well, of course they would think you had grown. And perhaps you probably had grown. Maybe even you grew 2 inches. But the reason they noticed is because they hadn't seen you for a long period of time. When we are growing day by day, we don't notice how much we're growing. It's only when people from the outside looking in that haven't seen us for a while, they say, "Wow, look at that growth." Now, who you are tomorrow begins with what you're doing today. So we need to start taking actions today that will help us become the people that we want to be. Here's how. So step number 1, think about who do you want to be in the future? What does that look like? What do you look like? What do you do? Who are you with? What kind of person do you want to be? Figure out what habit needs to be developed in order for you to become that person. And not just any habit, but what is the primary habit that you would need to develop to become that person? We'll call that a cornerstone habit, because if you get that habit, all of the other habits will flow from that easier. Number 3, determine what executing that cornerstone habit would look like. So what does that even mean? What action would you have to take for that habit to exist? And then number 4, you want to schedule it in your calendar. Rubber meets road here. This isn't just pie in the sky, fairy hairy dreams. Put it in your calendar. When are you going to do that cornerstone habit? And number 5, give yourself a month to integrate it into your schedule. I can tell you, every time I do this, the first 2 weeks are terrible. Everything seems to be stacked against me those first 2 weeks. And I think I have all these intentions and everything goes wrong. Well, after those first 2 rocky weeks, keep trying to execute it imperfectly and you'll figure out where it fits in your schedule, and then life will get better. Promise. Life will get better. So keep at it. And if you are watching this and you're thinking, "I'm trying to develop a writing habit. How do I develop a consistent writing habit?" Well, I'm happy to say I have a resource for you. It's a very short ebook, 5 Keys to Developing a Writing Habit. If you leave a message below in the comments, I will be happy to get that to you. Until next time, keep writing and think about the kind of person you want to be, because who you are tomorrow begins with what you do today.